drinks served by the minute. This train's got a lot of power behind it. We're trying to show it to the world right now. But you know what? Ethics and power at the beginning are diametrically opposed. Remember those old movies, beginning of movies that were still like flickery, you know? And they had two engines, two big steam locomotives, one on the track over here and one on the track over there. They made them run as fast as they could at one another. Did you ever see those newsreels? Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thanks. You can hear me, I can't hear you. That's what's going on right now. Right as we speak, there is this power train which is running as fast as it can. And then on the tracks, coming the other direction, is ethics. Have you noticed any of that in the news? You see, these different stages, we'll talk about this a little bit more in detail because you want to know when this is going to happen. We'll talk about more of that in detail, but I wanted you to get the idea. A train wreck happens really fast, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, we are going so fast, our consciousness is going so fast, that the way we see this train wreck is in super, super, super slow motion. What happened just a little while ago is that we went through the midnight of the fourth stage down there. Now, what always happens during the fourth stage is that diametric points of view come together. And I'll show you some of that in a little bit. But they come together. And on June 17th, which was right there, June 17th of this cycle, the cow catchers touched. The cow catcher of the power train and the cow catcher of the ethics engine touched. The impact really began. You know what happened on that day?
No.
WorldCom. All of a sudden, what might have been a little problem with Enron blossomed into a uh-oh, and we're still going, I don't want to see. I don't even want to know. I'm not even going to watch the news. Sorry, folks, it's coming anyway. It's a lot better to be informed. So what we're seeing here is this power train, and we're going to watch as the headlight caves in, and the plates start to buckle, and the pipes spring, and steam is spewing, and the boiler is going to burst. And the tracks, the wheels are going to leave the track completely on this power train. Now, this is not me doing this, no more than I killed all the dinosaurs. This isn't anything personal. This is a process. And this is a real serious deal. It's also going to be lots of fun. Because there's actually, I'm kind of making suspenseful, but there's more good happening than bad. All that's going to happen is all the people on the power train are going to get pretty roughed up. But there's lots of other good things. This ethical consciousness must be in place before we can go into conscious co-creation. frankly, do you trust your neighbor to be able to create anything he wanted in your backyard? We're just not there yet. Okay. You guys have seen this snowman-y type thing before. But this is a diagram of what's kind of happening in our time-space. In the past, there was only so much happening in any moment. Let's say there was three things that could happen to you or for you in any moment. That is, it could be something good for you, something bad for you, and something kind of down the middle. And it was your job to pick out a direction, pick an opportunity, take it, and see what happened. Take this one to your goal. Okay. Take this one to your goal just because it looks like it's the closest. Now, in the present, there's more happening in every moment. There's more opportunities open and available to you than there were to any other part of humanity. If you doubt it, go try to order a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It's not just coffee, tea, or cream, sugar, or black anymore. Now you have lots and lots of opportunity. You vegetarians from 25 years ago, look at the variety you have now of what to eat as opposed to then. There are more and more and more options in your life. That's because creation is speeding up, presenting more and more opportunities in every moment. It's compacting. This will continue all the way to where it's totally possible for you to consciously co-create absolutely any reality you could possibly imagine. And you will have a wonderful imagination by that time. In the present, there's more and more going on. From the past, from the view of the past, we're living as wizards. From just 180 years ago, you people are all wizards for just the fact that you're sitting there. How'd you get here this fast? Where's your horse? Because back then, a horse was about the fastest thing going. So, in the future, here it is. In the future, there will be even more possibilities, even more opportunities. And I've talked to most of you guys before about this, about the teleportation experiments that are being done all over the world, about the genetic research which is happening, about the particles, the nanoparticles and nanocomputers that are being developed right now. Life will not be like it is in less than 4 years. Many, many people will be losing their jobs because what they're producing will be completely useless. It will be surpassed by new technologies. If you work in a delivery service, teleportation is going to put you out of it. That's a lot of people involved in transportation. from tires on up to mechanics and drivers and loaders, and all those people will be out of a job. The airline traffic and business. We are looking at such massive changes in the way we do business that you can hardly imagine them. Think about a person just 100 years ago trying to do your job now with no computer skills, afraid of the telephone. It would be stressful for them. We are going to be going into that reality very, very quickly. And it's going to put special stresses on everything. It already is. Our social structures, our social support systems, are they bankrupt? Are they basically going down the tube? By all reports they are. It's going to become up to each individual, or those grouped together individuals, to propel themselves or to flow with the changes rather than any kind of resisting. These miracles are going to be wonderful for everyone, but that does mean a lot of change. There are medical miracles happening all the time. One of the wonderful things that's just happened is that modern medicine has now discovered the food, the fuel of your immune system. So they can put down all antibiotics. Now, is that going to make some pharmaceutical industry people upset? Do you suppose it might frighten doctors that your immune system can handle and cure more than they can? I'd say yeah. But it's the fact. And it's also getting more and more necessary. I mean, there's bad things happening, like Nilvirus. No, that's bad. Nilvirus. The Nilvirus only attacks people with a weak immune system. That's the only fatalities. If a person had a good, strong immune system, those mosquitoes are no bother. That kind of thing, that kind of truth needs to be spoken and needs to be passed out to people. That's part of your responsibility as an individual, is to find the truth, what works, and pass it on. Because there's going to be a lot of need to that. More and more opportunity means more and more is possible. Down here, we have October 28, 2011. That's the end of the Mayan calendar. The reason the calendar ends is because creation itself geometrically accelerates and